10th grade math intervention. Principal, Miss Martin, supportive, data-driven, and solutions-focused. Teacher, Miss Stubbs, dedicated and concerned about her students' progress. Scene, online Zoom meeting. Miss Martin waits on Zoom for Miss Stubbs to log in. Miss Stubbs logs into the meeting prepared with her student assessment data in hand. Thank you, Miss Stubbs, for logging into this Zoom meeting. I have reviewed the latest math assessment data for your 10th grade math class, and I wanted to meet with you to discuss some significant gaps and concerns with a few of your students who I think may need some intervention to assist them in understanding the various math techniques. Have you noticed any weaknesses in the steps they are using to try solve their problems?
Well, Ms. Martin, please know that I do appreciate you calling this meeting. Yes, I have been noticing the data closely, and I've noticed that a small percentage of my students are experiencing some challenges with simplifying and multiplying rational expressions. Many of them are still having difficulty adding and subtracting rational expressions, especially when they are given word problems to solve.
That's a huge challenge, especially seeing that they are foundational skills for a higher level math. Have you noticed any patterns in their mistakes? Are they struggling with the concepts themselves, or is it more about problem solving strategies?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Some students don't fully grasp the fact that you have to cancel out common factors to rewrite the expressions in its lowest terms. Some of them are making basic mistakes, like not correctly identifying like terms or neglecting to distribute properly through the parentheses. Others understand the concepts, but they get lost when they try to apply exponent rules. And still, there are a few who just seem disengaged, like they've given up.
I hear you. Math confidence can be a major barrier, especially if students feel as though they're not getting the support they need. What strategies have you tried so far to support them?
Well, I have been recapping lessons by way of holding small group sessions with 4 or 5 students during the lunchtime periods twice per week and offering after school tutoring 3 days per week. But only a handful of students attend. I have also given them detailed, structured notes to guide them step by step when they are simplifying expressions. But I feel like I need to find more engaging ways to reinforce these concepts.
Those are some really great efforts you've made, Miss Stubbs. Let's think about a few additional strategies. Have you tried using real world applications to make the content more relatable? For example, linking simplifying expressions to real life scenarios like grocery shopping or calculating travel costs.
I have touched on it, but I haven't made it a big focus. But perhaps you are right. Maybe if they see these skills applied outside of the classroom, they will seem to be more invested.
Exactly. Another idea would be to use more collaborative learning, maybe small group problem solving or peer tutoring, where stronger students help those who are struggling.
That's a great idea, and I think that could work. I have a few students who really grasp the material, and if I train them as peer tutors, they might build confidence for both groups.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about technology. We have access to some adaptive learning programs that personalize practice for students based on their specific gaps. Have you had a chance to explore any of those as yet?
I have used them, but not a lot. I wasn't sure how to incorporate them consistently.
One approach for using them could be a blended learning model. Rotate between direct instruction, small group work, and targeted practice using the software. And that way, students get a mix of guided learning and individualized reinforcement.
That sounds great. And it makes a lot of sense. I like the idea of structured rotation to keep everyone engaged at their level.
Great. And one more very important thing, let's get families involved. Some parents might not know that their children are struggling in math. Maybe we can send home some resources or even invite them to a math night where we demonstrate strategies they can use at home.
I totally agree. Parents' involvement is always so important, and it could really help reinforce these skills outside of the classroom.
Okay, great. Let's set up a plan. Over the next month, try implementing a mix of peer tutoring, real world connections, and more structured use of technology. We'll review progress in 4 weeks and adjust as needed.
This sounds great and very engaging. I do appreciate your support so much, Miss Martin. I feel like I have a clearer direction now, and I can clearly see I can effectively further assist my students so that they are successful.
You know, Miss Stubbs, you are doing an awesome job here at Seagrape High School. And I love your commitment to the students' success. Keep up the great work, and together let's tackle this challenge so as to see better results from our students.
Thank you so much, Miss Stubbs. I do appreciate your kind words. Have a nice day.
You do the same.